dwnproductions.net. Masks, bust, props, custom work. If you need something custom made, maybe something for the spooktacular season, hit up dwnproductions.net.
FastCustomShirts.com. August is here, and that is officially t-shirt buy-in season because it's back to school. Order some back-to-school shirts for those youngins or for them college kids. FastCustomShirts.com. So much to choose from.
Hey Joe, how you doing?
Hey, well, waiting for the construction crew to come and tear up our ceiling. You know, they canceled on us today, and they canceled on us tomorrow, so we're just here with kind of a bare living room right now. So I'm positioned here on the couch with a TV tray.
What do you mean by a bare living room? Did you move everything in the living room?
Had to clear everything out except for the big stuff, which they said that they'll cover or whatever. But of course, we moved anything that was breakable or shit like that. I don't know. I don't fucking know. They weren't very clear on what to do and what not to do, and I've got a lot to do this weekend, so I can't be waiting around for a construction crew that's gonna say, "Hey, we can't make it today." And tomorrow, get this, I finally broke down and made myself an eye doctor appointment, an optometrist, and I found an Asian guy because I figure they know the best about occipital sciences. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes as well. Yeah. I was in Pittsburgh over the weekend, Tom, one of your favorite places. And let me tell you something about Pittsburgh. They call themselves a pizza town, but the pizza in that place sucks, man. Like, I've eaten like several places. I think I've had one good place that Rich took me to that had he ordered a variety of shit and it was all good. But every place else, it's like, yeah, I'll order a small pizza for me, and then I saw, well, I'll get some wings. If the pizza's bad, how bad can you fuck up wings, right? Wings are pretty basic. And then if that's bad, I'll get these chili cheese buffalo fries. That sounds good, because I'm out of shape and getting more and more so why not, right? Why not fucking get that healthy shit?
Well, Pittsburgh isn't so much a pizza town as it is just full of fucking wops. And that doesn't necessarily mean it makes good pizza, because the shit that they eat over there isn't what we would consider pizza. Hey Joe, you know what? Fuck it.
Well,
I
they
was gonna
things about it, I mean, that's for sure. But all right. Hey. So yeah, but other than that, went to Gross Fest, which is the show that Tom and Tim Gross put on, hence the name Gross Fest. But it is an independent movie film festival, and it's what you'd expect for a small thing. It's all in one room. Well, no, it wasn't all in one room because they're showing films in another room. They had my friend Angel was doing tattoos in another room, and I think she did really, really well. So congratulations to you, Angel. But I'll tell you, man, because probably not as many as you do, but I know a lot of filmmakers from Texas. And I'll tell you one big difference between all the ones there, and they weren't all from Pittsburgh, they were from the scattered states, is there wasn't they weren't self-important. They know what they make. They have a very, very clear idea of what they make. And here in Texas, like, a lot of the filmmakers here are just very cutthroat, or they're very self-important.
up their own ass for the
Yeah.
layman.
Yeah, they think they've made the fucking masterpiece, a magnum opus or something. I didn't catch that from anybody, well, maybe there was one person, but almost nobody there had that attitude. Everybody was cool. And, you know, you start talking to these people and they'll tell you, nah, man, you know, this is just something I enjoy doing. You know, I work a regular job, one guy said, I deliver pizzas. That's what I do. You know, another one's like, I DoorDash and just hope I can make enough money to make another movie, you know, and some of them have been doing it for a long time and they know they're not going to get anywhere. You know, they fucking dig what they do. And I thought that was really cool. Me, I got to make money. You know, I can't live like that, unfortunately. It'd be really cool if I could, I guess. But, you know, I got a family. I got, loved ones and things like that. I've acquired some debt along the way, so that needs to get paid and shit too. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was, I didn't really know what to expect, but
you went to this a couple times before. How did it compare, or have you not? Is this your first one? No,
this is my first one, and the reason I was going because there's a lot of people there that I do make shirts for, and I felt like, hey, well, this is a time that I can go and say thank you and hang out with them and shit like that. And
AKA is you're a fucking poser, Joe. I remember the reason that you're going, you some bitch.
Yes, because there was a concert there the day before that I was going to go to anyway. No, it was cool. Nobody watches this show, so it's not like I'm kissing anybody's ass. You know, most of them didn't know we have a podcast, and I don't really promote it or anything. So, you know, that's
appreciate that. I'm glad my money's being spent well.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Tom. I'm telling you, I do this show to keep you alive. You know, it's like, I don't want to do it, but it's a thing that keeps you going, man. And,
I try and help you out to make these little commercials because fuck me, I guess.
Hey, look at all the people on the live stream. But, I checked things out when I got back, and I'm glad to see people are watching those Lou Diamond Phillips clips. That was a good idea of yours, Tom. A lot of people.
Fucking retarded. I have no idea how the hell that shit happened. Even the fucking joke one from last week. I fucking put it up, woke up, took a nap, and it was like 200 views. What?
No, that's what they say,
Retarded people, sweet. People with no fucking taste. They all got their tongues chopped out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Came back. I got a lot to do. Busted my ass today and got 2 boxes ready. Hopefully I can get 2 more boxes tomorrow and then maybe 1.5 the next day. But I'm going to take movies to Houston because there's not enough movies at the Houston Horror Film Festival. So anybody that's watching this, nobody, if you want to find movies at this place, come to the area where DWM Productions is and Fast Custom Shirts is, because we'll each have boxes of movies that you can purchase.
So how was it up there? Was there a lot of... Let me ask you this, because I'm sure there were a lot of people selling movies, because that's what this was, right?
Yeah.
So did you come back with a lot of movies?
I did. Some I purchased, some were given to me, and some I traded for. So, and I told them all, yeah, I'm going to review it, and I'm going to give it an honest review. Yes, and I don't know if that they care. I'm sure they're used to it if they get a bad review,
So what are some of the titles that you can remember? Are there any that you're excited about? I actually want to watch this one.
There's one called Meat for Satan's Icebox.
I heard of that.
Okay, so I want to watch that. There's a lot.
I think that's Trauma.
No, I don't think so. I think this guy just does it on his own.
I know it's old and it's shot on video.
David Silvio, I think is the guy's name, and I did shirts for it last year, and he was real cool. He was a nice dude. Let's see.
Did he come off like a guy who would make a movie called Meat for Satan's Icebox?
No, I think if you just saw him, you wouldn't even know he would make movies. You'd think he's like an accountant or something, you know?
Oh, so like everything they say about serial killers in real life.
Maybe, yeah. Uh, shit, I don't remember what else. Let's see. I don't know who made 4 Midget Zombie Massacre, but that's one of them. Uh, Sean gave me a copy of Naked Cannibal Campers or something, which I also made a shirt for. Um, yeah, I don't know what else, but there's at least eight movies that I came back with and a couple of books because there was some authors there. Yeah. But no merch or anything.
You
And
didn't get a shirt?
some people did have like $1 box of DVDs, and I picked up some stuff from there that I never heard of. That looked curious. More than likely, is going to be garbage, or they wouldn't have had it for $1. Kind of like we wouldn't have our stuff for $5 or whatever. But that's not necessarily true. A lot of it's shit that we just know we're not going to watch again. Some of it might be good.
Some of it, I just tend to buy a lot of shit and be like, well, I can flip this in a couple months, or not flip it, but lose a couple bucks at a convention in a couple months.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're interested in the Coffin Joe set, come on over to the Houston Horror Film Festival because I'm going to lose some money on that thing.
Yeah, I kind of, if I can think, yeah, someone will probably buy this. If I can think of it as my mind's like, oh yeah, it'll just be like a rental fee, like in the old days, and it'll work out.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck I got onto it, but I was up early this morning finishing shit. Like, man, I'm fucking glad Houston Horror Film Fest is this weekend. Cause I've been like I'm sure you have, but dude, I've been just going so fucking hard all fucking year. Just I gotta hit this. This is coming up. Gotta get shit done for this, even though I have all this work. I'm just done, dude. I'm so what the fuck burnt out and
Yeah.
just motherfuck. So I'm glad after this I don't have any more shows. If they have a Christmas one, I'll do that. Bring a mask and a box of DVDs
The old Christmas ornaments that are in the
that never fucking sell. I can't go any lower than $20 for hand painted, hand sculpted shit.
Talking about old Christmas ornaments that were just on the tree when you were a
Oh,
kid. You know?
no, this is fucking ones I've had made for a few years now that nobody fucking wants.
That's too bad because I think those are cool.
Yeah, no one else does, so thanks.
Yeah.
That's how it is, make stuff you think's cool. Nah, suck fucking dicks.
Yeah. This is the last time definitely I will ever book 3 shows in a row, 3 weekends in a row. Cause yeah, this like coming into this week, I'm done, man. But plus keeping up with the shit in the house and the custom art that I've got, and it's a lot. Yeah. And I'm too fucking old, you know.
Hell yeah, I had 3 days fucking I had planned out to do. All right, I'm not making much for the show because I got a lot left over because I made a lot this year that nobody wanted. But that's fine. People won't want it at the fucking Houston Horror Film Fest either. So I'll just have this shit for Trans World, which I'm not sure. I'll go because it's the 20-year anniversary of DWN next year. So I'll probably do a bunch of shows and then fucking die of a heart attack. But I'm thinking maybe I'll just eat that $300 for Trans World and not go. But yeah, this week I had those 3 days set just to do this Houston horror shit. Fucking yesterday. No, this morning, because I took the nap and then woke up early to fucking finish painting shit. Because I had to fix lawnmowers fucking all week. I had to drive back and forth to Houston twice. It was fucked up. Shit never goes how you fucking plan. And now my chest is just doof, doof, doof. I was looking down earlier and I just saw my shirt moving with my heartbeat. I was like, sweet, I'm sure that's supposed to fucking happen. So yeah, I'm about done and ready to not do shit. So
Yeah. And you know, I need some rest, but it seems the only time I can rest is when I pass the fuck out. So if I pass out, don't wake me up, no matter where I'm sitting or anything. Just leave me there so I can like get some rest. Because if I go lay down to sleep, then it's just kind of like fuck. What do I got to do? Oh shit, I got to do. Oh damn, did I do this? Let me grab my phone. Did I answer that email correctly? You know, did I underquote myself? You know, just shit like that. You know, it's like, so yeah, not a healthy way to live, to drink yourself to sleep, but fuck, I'm not living healthy anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I put on a YouTube video. Like, I have fucking one YouTube video that I listen to for like a while when I go to sleep, just because like it'll train my brain to, all right, when you hear this, it's time to go to sleep. And you keep hearing like whatever people talking and shit, so you're not thinking about the stuff in your head. It helps.
Yeah, I can't do that. Like Lisa does that. She puts on TV shows to go to sleep. So I wait till she's passed out and turn off whatever she's watching, and then I'll just lay there in misery. You know, it's like, why do I even fucking wait? I can't sleep anyway. You know.
Have you tried heroin?
Tom, I make T-shirts for a living. I don't have heroin money. I don't know how all these fucking junkies have heroin money.
Because I think they don't have food money.
Okay, well, yeah, there's a balance you have to strike, I guess.
Yeah.
So Rich Delzato in the chat, and Rich, I was telling you, you're the only one that's taken me for good pizza in Pittsburgh. Not a good pizza town.
Oh shit! I was gonna ask you about the wings. How were the wings?
Dry, you know. I don't know. They tasted better the next day when I pulled them out of the little mini fridge and just, you know, snuck up to the room to eat a couple. But the day that I got them was the day they should be their best, right? But no, it wasn't the case. And the buffalo cheese French fries, that was just a mess. That was just like, fuck, this sucks. You know, it's just they sold it on the menu. Everything sounded good on the menu. I was really fucking hungry too. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fucked. Because I would say the wings I'd got at the Italian club across the street from fucking the Savini school, those were probably in the top 3 wings that I've had. So I always remember those. Maybe it was just, you know, nostalgia, because I'd go there and drink underage with a bunch of fucking Dagos and shit. But yeah, I remember those being wings. It was like I forget, I think it was Wednesday, there would be a wings special, and then we'd just get pictures. One guy was a fucking like member of the club, so he could bring in guests. So we'd all just go, and like first semester kids, not kids, I guess students, like they all had to shave because there was a theater class, and you had to do like all kinds of theater makeups where you had to be clean shaven. Dude, I said fuck it all and shaved my head too. I didn't give a good goddamn if I can find a picture with the shaved head. There's one with a panda. Like my animal makeup was a panda because it was the easiest shit. Just shaved head idiot with a fucking panda makeup.
How
But
old were you on your first semester there?
oh shit. 18 or 19? Like, yeah, probably 18 or 18,
Mm-hmm.
probably. So yeah, everybody had to shave, so everybody looked like little kids, so the fucking wops didn't think anything about it. Oh yeah, they had the balls to oh, they had the balls to come in here, they drinking the beers. Here you go, into the wingies. So yeah, we're just fucking, or at least I think I was the only underaged one.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I was a giant fucking gorilla, so I guess that helped too.
So did you like wear a ball cap at that time too, or did you just like bald hair, like bald head, just like fuck it?
Yeah, no, I shaved my head just to make shit easy.
Okay. Did you sunburn yourself, your scalp?
No. I mean, I just with one of those.
Oh, okay, okay, the
Yeah,
Clippers.
I G.I. Janed it.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's fucking pictures around somewhere, but I don't know. That's in the time when it was pictures that had to get developed, you see. So I'll have to find that and then take a picture of it and angle it so you don't see a glare and shit, or learn how to use the scanner that's over there. But nah.
So, but yeah, that was my week, man. And how about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking like I had a schedule and I just had to keep fucking fixing shit and my medicine, it got fucked up. So I had to, it was just, who gives a fuck, Joe? Who gives a fuck? I got everything I needed to done except for the sculpture I had to start today, but I was just so fucking just done with everything and burnt out. So went and got some beer, watched a little bit of the Olympics, and I thought, I mean, if you're going to dress like that, don't fucking play volleyball. You're making a mockery of the sport here, ladies. So, fuck Team Egypt. That's what I say. Fucking pricks, unwhack offable fucks. How am I supposed to whack off to network television when you're dressed like that? Look like a bunch of ghosts, a bunch of racist ghosts. So, yeah, it was, I don't know, Joe. Let me ask you a question there after I fucking reach over here like a dick lick. Oh, fuck. So I seen a post online saying, "Oh, Deaf Crocodile is releasing Trapped Ashes in 4K." And I thought to myself, "Trapped Ashes in 4K? What?" I mean, I remember liking the movie and thinking it's pretty dope. I bring it up from time to time on here, but 4K? Come on. So for some reason, I felt the need to voice my opinion on this on their post. And their reply was, "Oh, the file is beautiful, I assure you." Okay, okay. So I went to the old shelf, pulled out the DVD copy of Trapped Ashes, and let's see if, this is a, oh yes, I understand why this beautiful film is coming to 4K. But after I fucking posted, I was like, fucking everything's on 4K. Like, it doesn't matter. Everything's just going to be put on 4K. But Joe, let's talk about old Trapped Ashes. Let's see if old Tom can go home again, Joe.
When did this come out, Tom? 'Cause I don't think I've even heard of this movie.
Early 2000s, mid 2000s. I want to say 2004 to 6, somewhere around there. I can't see it because I lit this room like a fucking idiot, but somewhere, let's say mid 2000s.
All right, that works.
So this is a horror anthology, Joe. The wraparound story is like a Hollywood backlot tour. So you got that squirrely fuck Henry Gibson. You know who he is, right?
Oh,
Yeah, man, if you saw this guy, oh shit. You seen the Blues Brothers?
yes.
The head of the Illinois Nazis, that
Yeah.
little squirrely fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
So that guy, he's leading the trolley tour or golf cart tour, whatever the fuck it is. So all these people, 6, I think, get on the cart. They're taking the tour. Oh, look over there. It's Bela Lugosi's pubic hair. And look over there. It's a fucking house from Not Psycho. And they're just like, oh, can we go in it? No. But we got VIP tickets. Okay, let's go. So they go in the house, get locked in, and fucking old Henry's like, oh, Henry, he says, oh, maybe it's like the movie and we got to tell scary stories to get out. Okay. So the first lady, she talks about how she's an actress and she's getting passed up for all these roles because she has small breastises.
I
So
get
she decides to get big breastises. But the doctor that she goes to, he says, "Oh no, those silicone parts are made for toys. I heard that in a song, you see." So he says, you know how there's organ donors? Well, we're gonna cut their titties out and put them in yours, bitch. She said, "Oh, that sounds terrific. Let's do that." And then her titties turn into like fucking little sucker mouth creatures who need blood to live. And she says, "Mios Dios." So she goes back to the fucking doctor. That doctor flew the coop. She goes to this other fucking research facility, and then three fucking transensual doctors, very of its time, clearly men wearing makeup and wigs, just making a joke of everything. They're just like, "Oh yeah, you're our greatest fucking achievement or whatever. You got fucking vampire tits or whatever." And they're like, "Look at us. We got titties too." And then they got like they're wearing these hard latex titty aprons that look fucking weird and don't shake because they're just sculpted, hollowed out rubber tits. And they're all, "Oh, I'm Ken Russell." And that one fucking ends. Yeah, that one was directed by Ken Russell. The wraparound stories directed by your boy Joe Dante, or Joe Dainty, as his friends call him.
Hmm.
What was the next? The next one's Jabaku Kuku. Jabaku Kuku Mama Shalulu. Some shit that sounds African, but it's a Japanese story. So these couple honkies, a man and a lady, they go to Japan and the fucking lady starts fucking this Japanese guy. Only he's a demon. Ooh. And then the next one, oh, that was directed by Sean Cummingham. That's how he glazes his shit on Easter, with cum. And the next one is the mayonnaise guy, Monty Hellman. He has a story where it's like two young director friends. They're inseparable. And then one of the directors gets a girlfriend, and then the other director sleeps with his girlfriend, and then the original director fucks off. And he's been thinking about this his whole life. After he slept with his buddy's girlfriend, he never seen him again. But it's okay. He was passing her off on him because she's a witch. Ooh, spooktacular frights. And then the last one is
Last one. How many are there?
there's four.
Right.
Plus the wraparound story. And then the last one is some guy who I can't remember. I think this was his first thing. And a lady gets pregnant, but she has a fucking parasite in her with the fucking baby, and it's too fucked up to do anything without the baby getting fucked up. So the kid's born and grows up to be a screwy, goofy goth bitch who kills people. Ooh, is she the parasite? Are you the parasite? I don't know. Tales from the trapped ashes.
We're
And
all the parasites.
damn, fuck. That's right, Joe. They were dead the whole time.
Mm,
Can you believe it?
never saw that shit come.
Oh, not as good as I remember, Joe. Not one time did I think, "Oh yeah, this would look beautiful in 4K." Like the one with the fake titties, that's kind of funny. And especially to watch that shit nowadays on how they're just mocking people with different ideas. That's oh, look at what we thought was funny back in the day. How dare we? Uh the Sean Cunningham had like a cool zombie creature thing, like a prop that she was fucking. This is all you'll love it. This is all like pervert shit. There's a lot of nudity and a lot of fucking and just pervert shit. Uh yeah, it's cool and I would recommend watching it. Not as good as I remember, but oh, this beautiful file. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. It's very of its time. Uh People got to sell their shit. But yeah, I liked it. Not as good as I remember. But it's worth watching for sure. It was good stuff. I think I have because I bought the. I'll probably buy the 4K too because I'm an idiot.
Of course.
But I think I have 2 or 3 copies of this. I'm pretty sure one's in the DVD box. You can have it because there's a bunch of tits in it, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, it was great. This will look beautiful in 4K."
Yeah, tits are awesome.
Yeah, especially these fucking fake, fucking weird rubber ones that Ken Russell whips out. That fucking bloke fuck. Oh fuck, trapped ashes. Would recommend, but only if you're a fucking pervert weirdo. So that's everybody, I guess. Everybody check it out. Well, Joe, let me ask you this. You ever heard of the American Mummy?
Maybe. Maybe I came across that when we were watching the Mummy films, and I thought, should I watch that? And I thought, no. Went on.
Well, I forgot the Blu-ray case in the shop. Otherwise, I'd hold it up and say, "Hey, here's the American Mummy from the fine folks at Wild Eye Releasing. You see that stereotypical mummy right there with the bandage wraps and looks all Egyptian? That's not in the fucking movie at all.
Is he playing volleyball though?
No."
Okay.
So this is an Aztec mummy. It's some mummy smugglers just, brought over the border and left somewhere.
Happens more than you think.
It does, especially with those Aztec mummies.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of see the mummy a little bit. They show you the mummy prop. It looks okay, but they thought it would be better to keep the burial mask on it most of the time, and it just looks like Pappy Dick Nose from fucking House 2. Whenever they dug him up, he was wearing a Wooga Booga mask with like rubies in the eyes and shit. Okay. So it's pretty much just that the whole time. And that doesn't really go around and do anything. It just kind of stands there and it infects people and turns them into fast moving zombies. So it's not really a mummy movie at all. Fuck you. It's a zombie movie. Eat a dick. There's some fun gore effects in here for sure. I'm sure they shot this like 10, 20 minutes from somebody's house in Arizona or New Mexico. They just shot it in the desert, but I bought it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm sure that looks, because it's just the desert. It's like I bought it as a place that they'd be digging for dinosaurs and shit. But it's just a little bit above a backyard movie. It's okay. It's worth watch. You won't, not for you. But if you want like a low budget kind of tee-hee gore movie, no budget tee-hee gore movie, uh check it out. It's got some fun stuff in it, but in the end, okay, fine. It was very average and whatever. Good for you for not being a complete piece of shit. But it was, kind of, fuck me. It's not a mummy. It's a zombie movie. What the fuck? And the mummy on the front ain't even in it. It's a fucking bejeweled fucking. Okay. But the Russian or fucking Arab guy, I don't know what the fuck he was supposed to be. Like, but there's no subtitles. Sweet. He'll just start speaking fucking whatever shit. And there's no subtitles. Like the very last part of the fucking movie, it's him going, okay. Then it ends. I'm sure it was something like, oh shit, I can't believe it, or something. Because otherwise, why would they have him say shit at the end? And this is an American movie. So I don't fucking know. Meals deals again. Hi Chihuahua. Or Caramba for the Simpsons fans out there. Who would have known the Simpsons were Mexican all this time?
Here we are. Los Simpsones.
Do you know those fuckers are like, that's supposed to be like an Oregon or something? Some fucking where over by California. That's where their Springfield is. It's fucking dumb. Pieces of shit. Let me ask you something else there, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Hey, Joe. I watched this movie. It's called We Found Something. And in it, a brother and sister, they go on a rock climbing excursion together, I guess, to try and fuck each other or something. I don't know. And then they see a little monster and it's like, oh, fuck. We got to go track this thing down and find out what it is. And it's a fucking found footage movie and it's all improvised. So for about, I don't know, hour and 10 minutes or so, it's just a couple characters. You don't really give a fuck, just, making up lines whenever they remember to while they're walking through the fucking woods trying to look for a creature. And then they find the creature, Joe. I can't believe it. And it's the dreaded Monchi-Chi. Can you believe it?
Did it have?
Oh my God.
What did those things? They would just suck their thumb, right? Did it put its thumb in its mouth?
I don't know. I just know they were little fat fucking monkey hamster fucking things, and this thing looks like that with AIDS and mange. And it turns out, I forgot at the fucking beginning, it starts out like some fucking polio cripple hayseed guy comes out, and this is the guy who made the movie. Well, I found this video camera while I was out hunting. I didn't know if I should show it to people or not, but this just has to be seen. And in the end, it's his little fucking pet or attack animal or whatever, and he's mad that these people are romping around the forest, littering and causing forest fires. So he's gonna fucking get this gerbil thing he fucked to go out into the woods and bite hippies and shit. I laughed towards the end because it sucks, but don't watch it.
Yeah, that's like a recurring theme in these found footage movies. It's like they're a fucking Scooby-Doo episode. The guy at the beginning is going to be the guy that's behind them all, that led them there on purpose or some shit every fucking time. And all right. I mean, yeah, Scooby-Doo is very influential, but come on. Do something a little bit better with your plot.
Yeah, this is one of the laziest fucking movies I've ever seen. Very cheap, very low effort. At least it was a practical Monchi-Chi. Sure, it was just like fabric glued to a sweatshirt and sweatpants. Uh, but I mean, that's that's what it looked like. That's it. That's the
Yeah, that's pretty.
that's the payoff there. So, yeah, fuck me, I guess. I think I got a couple more, Joe, but I want to drink a little beer, so
All right,
maybe.
let me. I went back and revisited Lethal Force, the DVD, because I remember. Oh, wait a minute, there was some short films on here, and let's see what else this guy did. And it looks like these were all college films. Uh, let's see. The first one, there's three of them. Okay, maybe this one wasn't. This one, or maybe it was. I didn't go to film school or anything. I don't know what kind of dog shit they allow when you do your projects or whatever. But this first one is called My Dog Has a Cyst. And it is exactly what it sounds like. He just, says, "Hey, my dog has a cyst," and then shows it and talks about it just for like 2 sentences, and the end. Credits roll.
That sounds pretty good.
Pretty fucking stupid.
Hey, I liked it. You fuck.
The second one is called Me, and it is the guy that played the Lethal Force guy. The guy that's kicking everybody's ass.
That's Mr. Cash Flag Jr., if I remember.
Right, Cash Flag, exactly.
Junior.
Junior, okay, not to be confused with Lon Chaney Sr.
Ray Dennis Steckler, the Trooper.
And this is him lip syncing to the trailer of Ghetto Freaks and the long extended theater trailer. You know how some of those trailers would go on for like 5-10 minutes? See, the black man in action as he takes. But it's just him, like, it's shifting a lot, so he's editing it from different angles and everything, and just lip syncing it. And the trailer is playing not very visibly in the background, but it's on a little TV. Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
I liked it.
Okay, and the third one is called A Conversation. And it's about this hippie kind of guy. He's sitting there playing the guitar. And this dude, this tough, comes up to him and just starts taking his money out of his guitar. The money that he's been begging off the streets, or earning, I should say.
That's right.
Yeah. And he's, "Hey, come on, man. You can't do that. Don't take my money. Oh, shut up." And he hits him. And there's a voice from, off camera, "Hey, motherfucker, blah, blah, blah." And the guy turns to see it. And it's Badger. You ever read the comic Badger, Tom?
Is it anything like the Wisconsin Badger?
Well, he just had like
not.
a generic costume, and it had like a badger claw on the front. It was a Mike Baron comic, and it was from First Comics, who was real big around that time. And it was about just a vigilante. He's a crazy dude that just would go around, sometime, and he knew martial arts, and it was a weird comic. It was really cool, but it's like, what the fuck? And it's an adaptation of one of those comic stories, and it's not good, but it's interesting that they did it. And of course, look at the credits, and it's, yes, Badger created, by Mike Baron, property of First Comics. So he got permission to do this shit. I'm not sure. Maybe he thought, they would say, "Yeah, that's great, man. Maybe we can work on a feature." But no, they didn't. But yeah, interesting. The rest of the special features, I'm going to take this to you so you can listen to the commentary. But it's got an action figure gallery. Because he had action figures. Maybe he made them himself. Seems like this guy has a lot of time of the characters from Lethal Force, and even had like a playset that maybe converted like the Batcave playset or something to be like the mansion that they fight in or something.
The Xavier Mansion.
Weird shit, man. Weird. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, that was that.
So I went to the old Tubi, and I do the stupid shit that I do every so often that I say, all right, the first movie that says 2024, I'm just going to click on it and watch it. So, Joe, I watched the hit motion picture Hellhounds. Have you heard of it?
No.
All right. So this is a werewolf biker movie. So there's a biker gang called the Silver Bullets, and there's a biker gang called the Hellhounds. And you think, oh yeah, you're going to be on Team Silver Bullet because they're going to get those werewolves. It turns out, Joe, we're actually on Team Hellhound. And sure, this guy, he looks gruff, but he's a kind-hearted biker, Joe. He has a kind heart. And there's a lady bounty hunter who comes up to his trailer because he's on the run. So, hey, I'm looking for this fucking guy. You fucking tell me where he is because I'm the skinniest bitch on earth, but I'm going to intimidate the fuck out of you, big biker guy. And just then, the silver bullets show up, Joe. So he shoots them all in the head, and then they team up to go get the what's it called? The fucking perp that the bounty hunter lady was after. Because he's a piece of shit. He's fucking kidnapping people. And it turns out he's kidnapping people to feed to the fucking werewolf lady that killed the fucking head werewolf that was, I guess, like a father to kind-hearted biker werewolf man. And then at the end, they fucking kill the guy who was kidnapping people. But the fucking, the main lady they were after, that he was after to get his revengeance, she just kind of leaves and gets away like we give a fuck enough to sit through another movie to see if this guy fucking gets her or not. Just like, why wasn't the whole story told in this fucking movie? What was the point of making this if you weren't? This is like a TV show you're trying to make, not a movie. If you're going to end it like that, that's how you end a season of a TV show, dickhead. But it had some fun gore. The werewolf suits, they look cool when they're just standing still, but when they move, you're like, oh no. And when they morph, they kind of do like the anamorph thing, but it's just like, all right, stand still in this fucking position. All right, now hurry up and get the costume on and stand still in that position again. So it's just kind of the whoop, CG morph effect. And you just want to say, fuck you. Everything just came off as actors acting. You couldn't believe any of these people as tough bikers. It all just seemed like what little pussies think biker shit is. The music they picked was fucking corny. But it was okay. I wanted to see what was going to happen. Unfortunately, nothing because the lady just fucking, I'll get you next time, my pretty. And she just fucked off. And okay, wasting my fucking time. That's what I get for, just picking a random 2024 movie, I guess. No, it didn't help anything. It's not going to make a good, it's not going to make a bad list. Just wasted more of my fucking time. Cheers to me, dickheads. Fucking whack. Damn, FGP. I think that's former Ghost President, Mr. Jake. He's blowing up the chat. Thank you, sir. I hope you're enjoying your stay.
You're probably already in bed, but thanks for tuning in. I also perused a little Tubi, and I found a film called, get this, The Absurd, Surreal, Metaphysical, and Fractured Destiny of Cerebus the Aardvark.
All right, what's this? Dan something, Dave something, Dave Sims?
Dave Sim does the comic book, but Dave Sim had nothing to do with the creation of the movie. And it is a movie. It is 70 minutes long. And
Animated, live action?
Animated. But we'll get to that. For people that are not familiar, Cerebus was a black and white comic, independent, out of Canada. And like a lot of comics at that time, I think it was like the mid 80s or something, it was a knockoff. It was just a parody pretty much of Conan comics, just like Ninja Turtles was a parody of what Frank Miller was doing.
But what was the hook of it?
Of Cerebus? Well, it was just, it was adventures, but he, and it was, like I said, it was parodying sword and sorcery stuff. Like Elric of Melnibone, the albino adventurer, is in it, but he like talks, or at least in the comic, the way it's written, he's talking like Foghorn Leghorn. You know what I'm talking about, son.
But it's ironic because Cerebus is
an aardvark.
Very, small, plush, cartoony looking, and it's in this Conan world of.
Right, but he's grim and tough, and along with the selling point is Dave Sims' art was great. It was really, really good. Too good for what you thought you were getting. But the comic eventually evolved into something else, and Cerebus was just kind of like a minor character, and all these big things were going on, and it became real controversial because Dave Sim was just using it as his sounding board for his, opinions on religion and fucking society and feminism and shit like that. But I didn't see it as offensive, maybe because I don't give a fuck about any of those things. But a lot of people did, and
I can't believe a person who's creating something is putting themselves into it. That's weird.
But the art continued to get better and better. And so this guy that made this movie was obviously a big fan. And he's like, hey, I'm going to make this animated thing. And I'm going to, I guess, use whatever money I have. But he found a lot of people, from what I've read, to volunteer their time and their efforts into it. Like 200 people in total. And there's a shitload of people listed in the credits of it. And I think they worked on it, they said, for 12 years. And I don't know when they finished it, but it just saw like a release. It's in 21. And it's just been on streaming services, I guess, for this year or maybe last year.
Is the animation consistent?
It's not, If you remember what computer games looked like in the 90s, in the early 90s, this is what that looks like. That animation style.
But does it look like it all the way through?
There's one scene where it goes to like a hand-drawn animation, and it's like, you should have done the whole fucking movie like this. Not that scene's any good, but at least that would have been better. It's trying... I don't know. Everybody's rendered weird. If you, I don't know. I don't want to sound all fancy by saying rendered, which I don't fucking do computer animation, but neither should these people. It's just not good. And it takes a bunch of these elements that really worked in the comic, but some shit works in comics and it doesn't work when you make it like even animated. It just, no, the comedy doesn't sit right. The sound is fucking real weird in it. Because there's nothing. Like, say, like Cerebus and a couple of guys are walking down the street.
Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
But the only sound is their conversation. There's no like footsteps or, background noise or air blowing or
no Foley noise is what you're saying.
Nothing, just the conversation. So there are scenes where there's like, hey, there's some noise of this, but as soon as somebody's talking, that all cuts out. It's all fucking gone. And the people doing the voice work, they're just bad. It's like they've got no emotion.
Joe, let's hear the Cerebus.
Cerebus not happy with what you're saying. You know, I
That
don't,
was like 3 different fucking.
and that's the way it goes. It's like each of those 200 people get a chance to do Cerebus' voice, and you just like, you know, um,
My name's Sir, I reckon.
and the movie just starts. It starts like Cerebus and this other guy are trapped fighting this wizard. And usually, okay, there's a lot of movies that start like that. Okay, you're right in the middle of the story, but then there's something like, hey, how did I get to this point? Well, let me tell you, nah, it just cuts back to that other point, and there's like, well, what the fuck, you know? Because at first I'm like, did I skip something? Let me go back to, no, that's just the way a movie starts. Um, yeah, this is weird. I don't know who they made it for, because it's not for Cerebus fans. I mean, I fucking like it. It's just this guy felt the need to make this movie, like this powerful need. And what I read is he eventually got permission from Dave Sim. And I guess if you watch it, it said like all that money from the streaming services is going to go to Dave Sim. So yeah, maybe in a couple of years he'll have made like 275, maybe if he's lucky. But I don't see anybody watching this. It's
Oh, you watched it.
because I'm a prick, and I'm like you. I've got so much time to kill that I sat down and watched this shit.
I'm interested. I've never picked up an actual Cerebus book, but I mean, it's been around long enough. I think it was the longest running thing until Spawn.
Yeah, I ran 300 issues, which was a big accomplishment at that time. And
So I was aware of it, and he was in that issue of Spawn, you see.
yes,
So I mean that I seen that I seen I'm a Cerebus now, just like Joe said. But yeah, I got that book and
yeah, son. Yeah, but like I said, if you've read Cerebus, you'll know where these story elements are coming from, but they just don't work. Because they're just thrown in there. There's no context to it. It's fucking weird shit, man.
is the animation black and white?
No,
Okay. That would be fucking rough, dude.
yeah,
Uh
a fan, to have done this, but goddamn, you think we waste time? This guy's got some time to kill.
yeah, I would have thought that would have been something that came across my radar because for a little bit I was just like, "Oh, maybe I'll watch that Lady Death or Gen 13 movies. Maybe someday."
Yeah, I nobody knew about this.
Weird.
Yeah, it's very strange. And I think it popped up on like, hey, it's one of those, if you liked this,
If you like smacking your cock with a hammer.
hey, you like things that suck. How about
You want to get paid back for those Lou Diamond Phillips movies? Here you go. Oh, fuck.
that? If anybody's interested, it might even be on YouTube. I didn't look. If you want to skip the commercials, check YouTube first.
Mm. Let me see if I got anything else on here, Joe. I do not. I am going to take a quick piss. So you talk about me sticking things in my ass or whatever it is you do when I'm not here, and I'll be back in a minute.
All right. So yeah, like I'd mentioned, we will be headed towards Houston this weekend, and 976 Black Pope will be on the road with me. So thanks for joining us on the live stream again, 976. Houston Horror Film Festival that runs from Friday to Sunday of this week, and it is a tax-free weekend. So if you come to the Fast Custom Shirts table, guess what? I don't have to charge you tax. You're gonna save, that 8.5 cents off of every $10. What a deal. What a deal. Also, dwnproductions.net. Go check out his website. I don't know. I haven't been on there in a while, but sometimes he just randomly adds stuff in the middle of the night and forgets he did it because he drinks a whole lot. Hey, I do too, but we're talking about him here. So check out the site. You never know what's going to be on there. He has t-shirts too, maybe. I think, like I said, I hadn't been on there in a while, but check it out. He might still have some of his movies on there. And hey, Christmas is coming up. He's got a lot of Christmas ornaments to get rid of. So help a brother out.
I definitely have a handful. Let me ask you something, Joe.
All right.
Fuck, god damn it. All right, hold on. Hey, Joe, let me ask you something. You know this guy?
I didn't when you said his name the other day, but yes, I do.
That's America's Rose, George the Buckflower.
Hmm.
He's in such hit motion pictures as Wishmaster playing a hobo, The Fog playing a hobo, and many other Mr. C movies where he plays a hobo. So I thought, hey, how about we check out some movies where he's not playing a hobo? And while I was looking for stuff, turns out this fellow is in the pornography game. And after seeing that guy, you're what? Yep. Didn't bother to look up any of those, you see, because I would like to keep my lunch in my belly until it comes out of my butt. But anyways, Joe, we're talking about the hit motion picture that everybody's heard about, Massacre Mafia Style. Have you seen it?
I have, Tom. I have seen this movie.
Did you know a man could be named Mimi?
Did not know, but even though it's 2024, he was living 2024 back then.
I know it's whopped up shit, but fucking these guys were all about kissing each other on the fucking mouth, dude. Papa, let me kiss you on the fucking mouth, dog.
Get into that. Why don't you break down the plot of this?
Oh man, I've been talking a lot. I don't really want to, but we'll try. So little Mimi, he have a baby, and his wife, the wife die. And instead of staying in the old country and raising the baby, he says, Papa Mimi, I'm going to go to America like a five-o mouse, and I'm going to make the family proud of me. I am going to become a pimp. So he fucking leaves this fucking young ass kid to be raised by old ass fucking Papa Don Mimi. Okay, first of all, this movie's made by like a lounge singer, fucking crooner guy, and he's probably in his 50s when this movie's made, being generous, probably. And this flashback scene we're seeing, you know he's younger because his hair's dyed brown, you see. So he fucks off from Italy, goes to America, finds his old fucking crime buddy from the old country who doesn't have a fucking accent. None of these fucking guys have accents. I mean, I don't want to say after that it's just fucking a bunch of wops shooting black people, but that's fucking exactly what it is. It's just a bunch of wops shooting black people. and fucking it's like a montage of people just getting shot, and nobody knows how to react to getting shot, and they all do it differently.
Or nobody hears gunshots in the room. Like if a guy standing next to you got shot, they're gonna look up and, oh, there's a guy with a gun, and they're gonna, yeah. I would call this an Italian man's fantasy film because it has. I mean, I learned a whole lot about Italian culture, and to finish Tom's plot line. So yeah, he gets his buddy. His buddy's working in a bar. He says, "Hey, I'm back. You want to go into crime with me?" Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So they go and start.
The plan is stick with me for a couple years, and you'll have so much money. Okay, that's the plot.
Yeah, so
Stick with me for a couple years.
They got to
And
meet the heads of the mafia style people that are there, and like get in with them and kind of betray them first, and then that's the way you can get into it them by kidnapping one of them and cutting off their finger, and then like, hey, you're okay, and they start kissing each other on the lips because that's what Italian people do. You see, they throw bread at each other, kiss each other in the lips, and they sing songs about various pastas, sauces.
that was fucking awesome. A mostachola, ravioli, penny, and spaghetti. Oh, dude, I got up and started.
I will never say that other word again. I am only going to say spaghetti from this point on.
God, dude, that shit. If they come out with that shit on vinyl, Terror Vision, I'll buy it.
Yeah, this is a incredibly racist film, but I mean, it's a different time, and I'm from a different time, and I like to laugh, and regular comedy shit, stuff that's intended to be funny, doesn't do it for me. I don't know if this was intended to be funny. I don't know if this guy was actually trying to make something for real, and that's the kind of shit that makes me crack up. It's he was probably trying to make The Godfather and to come off as a tough guy. It's like, oh, he's the next Al Pacino. We lift a spaghetti to him. It was fucking good, man. Intentional or not, I dug it. It's like, I thought you were leading me down a path of boredom. It's like, hey, fuck Joe for, Lou Diamond Phillips. I don't care how many views those are getting.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, good.
This movie is fucking terrific. God damn, was this movie fucking terrific.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, I laughed and laughed and fucking laughed and laughed. It was like watching old family videos. It was fucking, they fucking, like, it pretty much boils down to, oh, me. He's going around doing shit the old ways.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't do shit the old ways no more. This is a fucking new world. So there's some fucking it's all terrific. I was gonna say there's some good. No, it's an all-encompassing terrific fucking movie that I would highly suggest everybody fucking watch because it's almost a perfect movie.
So at one point, Mimi's gone too far.
Call him Don Mimi. Show some respect, you fuck.
And it's like, hey, you're fucking with the way business is. You're out, Mimi. You're out. They slap him around and embarrass him in front of an old lady, and here's, I don't know how much money they gave him. Go start.
Yeah, his dad says, you fuck, this isn't the way we do it anymore. You're out of this shit. Take this money and open a legitimate business, bitch balls.
So he goes into porn.
But not just any porn on a boat.
Mm-hmm. Boat porn.
Aquatic porno. Oh, like I said, everything in this movie is fucking terrific.
It just needed a gypsy, one point, it would have been perfect. You know, aside from that, it's pretty close.
This is a movie like fucking made and starring one fucking dude. This is like his passion vanity project. And holy fuck, is it fucking terrific. After I see how this weekend goes and I get some shit paid off, I got this fucking Blu-ray in my cart just ready to check out. I can't bust that nut right yet. Got to make sure some ducks are in a row, but yeah, I got this and his follow-up movie just in that cart ready to fucking go. So,
Yeah, I've heard that's a lot of fun too.
but yeah, this was fucking terrific, Joe. Fucking terrific.
I agree.
Mamma mia. Oh, I wish I could remember. Oh, we didn't even bring up. Hey, we didn't bring up George the Buck Flower at all. He plays one of the wops, which is fucking weird. Not really a fucking.
He's got a dog that he really cares about, Tom.
Yeah, I just, I wouldn't. No, I don't think that's him.
Which one is him then?
He's just like one of the background ones. He comes up to talk to Don Mimi at the wedding, and Don Mimi's just like, hey, fuck off. I'm trying to get blown by this lady. Yeah, he's really not in it much at all. But he's not playing a hobo.
That's true. I think he's in the Trinity movies too, but you don't want to watch those.
No, I watched Blade Trinity already. Ah, fuck. I had another movie written down. It was like a PM entertainment sci-fi movie he did, but I can't think of that shit, Joe. So I know he's in Blood Games, and I think I came across that somewhere streaming. So let's watch Blood Games next week, Joe. Have you seen that one?
I don't think I have, but maybe way back in the day, but I don't remember it, so it doesn't matter. I'll
It's
watch.
about bitches playing baseball.
So it's fantasy.
Yeah, because usually they play softball.
Right, because the ball is soft.
That's right. You don't want their fucking clits to explode if they get hit in them, because then their heads will shoot off their fucking shoulders.
Then what are they gonna do?
Probably die from not having a head connected to their body.
Well, you can argue that it's not anyway, but
Let me ask you this there, Joe.
comedy portion of this show for those listening.
You like Spider-Man?
Sometimes I don't think it's too bad, Tom. Issue 217. Oh yeah, last time Spider-Man stopped the assassination at the fucking park. Madam Web was just a dumb bitch. But this time, Spider-Man's up on the roof and some shit, and out comes the Hydro Man. He's been in this water tower for a while because they have water towers on top of the buildings in New York. And he's like, yeah, I put myself together, in this, I don't know, this fucking water basin for a long time, and now I'm back to kick your ass. But Spider-Man's all hurting, can't really put up a good fight, and he just leaves, scared. Leaves cops there to get killed by Hydro Man, but Hydro Man doesn't. Anyway, Hydro Man hightails it to his old stomping grounds, his bar, where this fat chick he likes, he wants to see her, hook up with her, use her for a while for her apartment and stuff.
Use her for her holes.
But goddamn old Sandman's already there hitting up on this hoe. And, well, he ain't putting up with that. They go in, they start fighting. She says, hey, I'm woman enough for both of you. Let's all go back to my place. And they do, and I don't know, Spider-Man's doing something else, he's hearing that singing again. It's not that cowboy that he thought it was. It was the quiet guy.
Lonesome Pinto.
Yeah. Oh, and he goes to a movie and sees Deborah Whitman coming out of that movie with her new fella, and he's all sad. And he fucking didn't like her anyway, man. He was using the fuck out of her, and now he's
Using them holes.
Mm-hmm. So if he goes, well, I'm just gonna go hunt down Sandman and
Well,
hide.
what movie did they go see?
Halloween 2.
The Rob Zombie one?
Yes,
Nice.
the superior Rob Zombie movie. Well, I don't know. He starts fighting them, and they're fighting him, and well, shit. He's like, well, they're gonna kick my ass. I know. I'll make them run against each other, and I'll jump out of the way last minute. But oh shit. When you combine a Hydro Man with a Sandman, you get a Mud Man.
They kind of get a wet sand man because it'll separate.
Right, yeah. So, but this thing's crawling through the city right now. How will that resolve itself? We'll find out next week. I didn't read the Spider-Mans. I didn't have time for it.
It's probably good.
I'm sure.
Well, Joe, I thought we were safe because, surprisingly, nobody gave us a what are they called? A recommendation? Not a recommendation. Gosh darn it. A suggestion for a top 5 list for this week. Unfortunately, I already had one plan because I planned on painting that piece, and that's what I was waiting for, to finally get around to the Tales from the Crypt top 5 favorite episodes. Joe, maybe you could chime in or name a couple episodes you liked, because we've done this before, but that was before I went back and rewatched every single fucking episode. And I'm not doing the worst Tales from the Crypt episode because that'll be our longest fucking video yet. And I don't want to relive any of that shit. I'll just say the one I remember the most is that one with fucking Humphrey Bogart, and they like superimposed him into shit, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But I got a couple honorable mentions for this one. Split second. It's the one with Brian James, and he's a logger or some shit. Brian James is pretty cool. He was cool in it, I guess. Whatever. Then I have What's Cooking. This is the one with Superman, and he eats meatloaf. It was all right. It held up. And then I have Food for Thought. It's the one where the monkey wanted to fuck the guy. You thought the whole time all this psychic sex talk was coming from the lady. Nope. The monkey wanted to fuck him. Co-starring the Human Tornado's own Ernie Hudson. And those were some honorable mentions. Do you remember any episodes of this shit that you liked, Joe?
Chopped poker.
Chopped poker? Is that a Korean dish?
The one where the guys are cutting off their fingers and shit playing poker.
Lance Henriksen and what's his nuts?
Yes.
I think that was season 1. Counting cards, cutting cards. Maybe that was one of them.
I think Chop Poker was probably an episode of fucking The Hitchhiker or something.
Monsters. My number 5 is Split Personality. This is the one with Joe Pesci. And if it was anybody but Joe Pesci in this fucking role, I probably wouldn't have liked it, and it would be forgettable as fuck. But little midget ass Joe Pesci is fucking hilarious. Always has been, always will be. Rest in empowerment, King. Number 5. Number 4
Oh,
is
Santa Claus episode, but not the one from the series, the one from the movie.
the British one.
Hmm.
Nice. My number 4 is For Crying Out Loud. That had that one guy who showed up in No Ma'am from Ladies or Married with Children, and then the lady from Married with Children, it was in it. And then Sam Kinison was screaming in his ear. Joe, you love Sam Kinison. Let's hear your best impression.
No, because my wife's asleep.
That was pretty good. So number 4, For Crying Out Loud. Number 3.
The one where the guy's executing people because he's an executioner, you see.
I think that one is also in season 1.
The best season. The only season worth watching, I'd say. Not even
No,
those.
season 2 is where it's at, for real. If you're going to watch any, season 1's all right. They're all pretty okay. But season 2 is where it's at. All the other ones don't bother. But season 2, it's where it's at. So number 3, it's Fitting Punishment. It's the one where the kid comes to live with his uncle who owns the fucking funeral parlor. And he ends up pushing the kid down the fucking stairs and sawing his legs off. And then the fucking idiot comes back as a ghost, dribbling a basketball, walking downstairs. And the organ player, he had enough of the funeral director shit, so he quits and leaves. And as he's leaving, the fucking guy who owns the place just keeps calling him a pervert and shit. You can't call anybody a fucking pervert running out of a funeral home and look good. I don't care what happened. That guy's life was ruined. So Fitting Punishment, muy excelente. Get out of here, you pervert! That's terrific. Number 2, the comic book classic, Corman's Calamity. You remember this one, Joe?
No.
This is the fella who worked at EC Comics, drawing tales from the Crypt. And then all of his fucking sketches would come to life. All these monsters would fucking come to life and start killing people and shit. And in the end, the monster he drew of his wife comes to life. Oh my God. Fucking terrific. And then the number 1, oh Christ. It was the same one as it was last time. The same one as it always will be, because it's fucking dope. And that's the ventriloquist dummy with Don Rickles and Silver Cat Goldthwait. Oh, I fucked that up. But it was good shit. This is what I waited the whole time to see. So someone will click on that and see that. Like, oh, maybe I'll hit him up for one. That's terrific. So that's why it took that long to fucking get this list done. But finally, that's the nail in the Tales from the Crypt coffin. Ventriloquist dummies, still fucking dope. Always will be. And I will never watch every episode of this fucking show ever again. Or maybe any show ever again. Because, boy, was there a lot of who gives a fuck, Joe? But now's the time that we see if anybody threw a Hail Mary in the chat, Joe, or if the top 5 list is fucking dead
It is
and done forever.
Dead last week, and I agree.
Fuck.
Close this shit out. Bless you.
Thank you.
So yeah, fastcustomshirts.com. I already gave you the spiel at the beginning, and we're going to be at Houston Horror Film Fest this weekend. Tax-free weekend. on clothing. So yeah, I don't have to charge you fucks taxes unless you screw me up and buy a movie or something. But we'll figure that out when we get to it.
DWNProductions.net, masks, bus, props, custom work. I don't have to worry about charging you taxes because I don't intend on selling anything. Until next time, kitties. BOYGOB.